Looking good, yes. Looking great, no? Looks good.
I think I look
so.
good.
I think you always look good. Yes. The thing is, should we swear? Like, I actually don't know.
Yeah, I think we should swear. I think the purpose is to be real, so I think we should swear.
The thing is, like, I wanted to make, like, family-friendly content, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we can be family-friendly sometimes, but not all the time.
Sometimes. So should we try not to do it? And if it comes out, it comes out?
Yeah, let's see how long I last.
So, I'm okay with that.
Same.
Great. So, Mom, I'm sorry if we swear. Roll the intro. Hot takes.
Check.
Drama.
Sure.
And filtered thoughts you didn't ask for. It's spilled milk.
Enjoy the mess. What do we have on today's menu?
You tell me.
Today's menu is all about weddings.
Wow, weddings!
Yeah.
How did you come about this idea, Ivania?
Weddings, that's true. We're coming about this time in our life where we start having friends that are getting married. And last year we had a lot of weddings. We had no idea what to expect. And then we went through all of them, and now we're here to tell you the story and what you should expect.
That's right. And I think you should expect something really, really, really expensive. Right. I think weddings are really, really expensive in general. At least, I don't want to say it, but I don't want to say the ones we went to.
Yeah, the ones that we're invited to.
Yeah, they're expensive weddings, right?
Don't invite us to your poor wedding, okay? No, I'm joking. We did have five weddings, 4 weddings, and
right.
they were all a bit of a mix between each other. How much do you think the most expensive wedding we had was?
I have no clue. I did not think about this.
Because I asked.
So please tell me.
Do you want to say a number?
I don't know, like...
Don't be exaggerated.
30K?
More.
More?
More. Like a lot more.
A lot more?
Yeah.
How much? A lot more?
100K.
100K?
Yeah, it was 100K. It was 100K. Everything included.
Oh my God.
It was 100K.
And I went to that wedding.
Yeah, you went.
Don't even just tell me. I was the best man.
You were the best man.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
100K for a wedding.
100K for a wedding.
It was a great wedding, though. It was
a
my
really
favorite.
Great gift that we also gave.
My friends are gonna kill me.
Definitely.
No, but like weddings are like a weird combination of like the cringiest times of your life and also like the best and like most memorable,
guys,
like
so
cute
funny.
moments. Every
time, we went to a lot of weddings, and Gonçalo keeps on saying the same things, which is, I love this is so cringy, oh my God, but I love this, but I love my friends, but this is really cringy, 100%. Oh my God. But yeah,
it's so cringe, but at the same time it's so wholesome, right? I can't be the only one thinking about this.
No, I no,
it's like a crazy mixture of cringiness and wholesomeness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Weddings, man,
and
crazy.
Happiness and a lot of other stuff.
100%.
Definitely.
So, but I also wanted to mention that not only like the weddings for the couples are like expensive, but also like weddings for the people who are attending.
Yeah.
Right? Like going to 5 weddings last year took a toll on my wallet. It really was really expensive.
It really did.
I was like the best man of one of them, and I went to another bachelorette or bachelor party in this case, and man, I went to Ibiza twice. I went to Greece. I had to like travel to Portugal because we don't live in Portugal anymore. Or we don't live in the places that are
problems.
Right, that's true. But in the end, like transportation, accommodation, gifts, the attire, everything combined, it was like really, really expensive.
It was really expensive. I had exactly the same situation. I had to travel to a bachelorette party. I went to the 4 weddings. The gifts, even though our gifts were split, we were actually lucky enough that our gifts were split, but nothing else was. So yeah, it definitely took a toll on our wallet.
Yeah. Do you think like in 2 years' time, we'll just spend even more money? Or do you think like people
because we'll be earning more, you think?
I hope so.
well, yes. I think we will, because also the expectation will be different, I think.
Right.
So, yeah, I think so.
So, for one of the weddings that I had, you weren't invited.
Right.
So, where do you draw the line of deciding, okay, I'm not going to invite the +1 of the person that's coming?
Okay, for me, it's very simple. First line drawn completely. If you're dating for 3 months, get the fuck out of my way. Like, I'm not inviting you to my wedding. Like, no, security, 100%.
4 months is enough.
No.
Where do you draw the line?
No, I draw the line at, I met your boyfriend, you guys have been dating well enough for me to know that you are in a lasting relationship.
Right.
And I need to like your boyfriend, because if I don't like your boyfriend, security.
Right.
No, I mean, yeah, who am I kidding? But anyways, yeah, I think drawing the line in understanding whether this person is going to be in your life for a long time, and by your life, important. I mean your friends' lives, that's a good point to start off. Even though my friends were very trustworthy with you. I have to admit.
That's true. The only thing that is what I also mentioned before to you is, like, it depends also on the relationship that you have with the person that is getting married. And the person that I went to the wedding that I went to, the person that was getting married that I knew wasn't my best friend. I was close to him, of course, but he was like a work colleague.
The extra wedding. Let's call it the extra wedding so people can understand. The extra wedding is the one that I wasn't invited to.
So this extra wedding, exactly. This extra wedding, I was close to the person, but I wasn't like his best friend. I wasn't his best mate.
Of course.
So in the end, the reason why you didn't come is because he had never met you before. We were dating like, I don't know, for like 4 months, even though we were already living together at 4 months.
We were dating for a little longer, but definitely around that time. And yes, we were living together.
So I think I think it made sense. It wasn't weird, right?
No, not at all. I didn't feel left out at all. Like, it was a thing that happened. I totally understood, and given the circumstances, it was what it was. But it still hurts my feelings at the end of the day. But it was fine. No, it was fine.
Now, shifting to spending the money.
Okay.
What type of gifts do you think should be given at the wedding?
I think, well, honestly, at the end of the day, we've been to young weddings, and I think you should just give them money. Like, no one gives a shit about your cutlery and your little linens and starting a life, and just give the people money. They want to go to the Maldives and they want to spend some money on themselves. Just do that for them, okay? They spent 100K on you on the wedding for the special day. Just give them 100 euros, like, you're fine, at least.
100 euros.
Yeah, don't be cheap. Give them more.
Right.
Give them more.
I think it should be like between 150 and 200.
Ideally, iconically, it should even be more than that. I think the perfect wedding gift should be at 400 to 500 euros.
What?
I think iconically, that's the thing. Like, this is a special moment. Because people, come on, I'm not expecting to have 6 weddings or 5 weddings or 4 weddings in a year. I would expect to have 1 or 2. So I could, invest in the time and invest in my friends and be like, man, this is a really special gift for you. But no, I had fucking 5 weddings or 4 weddings, and I had to distribute my wallet.
Right, but I understand that. Like, when I was best man, I wanted to give something special. Like, I wanted to give something special, and I knew, like, for sure that this person was going to like this.
That was a nice gift, though. That was a nice
It was
gift.
a nice gift. But
And to be fair, you pulled out a lot of people as well to join that gift, which
No,
made it even
100%.
more special.
Right. And people that knew that this person was gonna like this. Like they,
Yeah.
They.
I remember how scared the wife was, though.
Right. Because basically, I'll explain. We gave like this massive speaker, like a really big speaker to like this friend of ours, but it looked like a statue or something, and he's like a very big like nerd, and the wife thought it was like a stormtrooper, like or something like that, because the speaker it could actually fit a stormtrooper inside the package. So the wife was crazy scared.
She was holding my hands, being like, Ivy, just come to the corner, tell me the truth right now. I need to know what to expect, please. I know he's a freak, like tell me, is it Star Wars? I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna fit that in my new house, please.
The thing is, I wish it was now. Like, I wish it was. How did I not think of this? Now?
You know what? But you know what? That's
It was
the trick.
underwhelming.
That's the trick, is you lower the expectations so that she was so happy about getting
She's like,
this.
oh my god, a speaker.
She was so happy. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was nice.
He was really happy too about it, to be honest. But yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was a nice gift. I thought I outdid myself.
Yeah, you did a good job.
So, going to a wedding, you need to wear something.
Yeah, don't go naked.
Don't go naked, yeah, right?
Yeah.
But also don't do some stuff that we've seen already, right?
Don't do some stuff.
Like
you go.
Like let's start men's attire.
Okay, let's start men's attire.
Let's do do's and don'ts of men's attires.
Okay.
You're the expert in fashion. I don't know crap. Like I know what looks tacky, what looks terrible, but I don't know what like really defines class or something like that.
Okay, fair enough. But this for me is very simple. If you have eyes, you can judge, and if you like, it's very simple. Oh yeah, okay. I don't really know if that man is good looking. I'm not gay. No, you have eyes. You can see whether a man is attractive.
Right.
Or not.
No. To be fair, I actually have like very big difficulties in telling you. Like I know someone is good looking, but in like when there's two people, there's two guys that are good looking. I can tell you which one's most good looking, like or more than the other. You know, I know one. Like if a guy looks like Shrek, I can identify that he isn't good looking. But if it looks like Shrek when he was transformed, I can identify, yes, he is good looking. Like handsome Squidward. But I can't really tell, like, once he's like both people are good looking, this one is even better.
How to get a man talking, guys. This is nuts. Anyways, let's go back to wedding attire. Wedding attire, do's and don'ts. In my opinion, the groom, I'm gonna give the option for the groom to understand whether he wants to wear a morning suit or a suit, because I have learned that people choose a morning suit as an option. Like you, for example, tall men.
Right.
And they look good.
I want to explain to the audience, because I didn't know this was the name for this, but the morning suit is the suit that you look like a penguin, you know, like or a grasshopper. That's exactly how you look like in that suit. But it was the first time I wore it. Like I wore it to be the best man of this friend's wedding, and I thought it was gonna be like really crappy. Like I thought I wouldn't like it. I thought it would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I couldn't handle him the whole fucking day. He was just too much for me.
I thought it looked so good.
You did look really good.
And I think it actually looks good, but you have to, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but for me, for example, if this guy wears a morning suit as a best man, what is he going to wear the day of his wedding? For me, there needs to be a difference, okay? Hence, where the Spanish and the Portuguese and the Italian differentiate a bit.
Right, because like in Portugal, like the groom normally wears the morning suit, and just like one or two best men at most. But like in Spain, you have like a whole group of best men.
Everyone needs to be, the whole group of the best men.
You have like 15 best men.
Yeah.
And all those 15 best men wear a morning suit. So there's like 16 people looking like grasshoppers in church.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
And in Italy, they didn't. The one we went to in Italy.
They didn't. And the other Portuguese weddings that we went to as well, the groom wasn't even wearing a morning suit.
Right, that's true.
So I will give the groom the option to understand what he wants to wear. If you are tiny, Do not wear a morning suit. Thank you.
You're gonna look like an elf.
Just don't. Like, no, just don't. Just wear a normal suit, like you'll be fine.
It looks worse if you're like shorter.
Of course.
I didn't think of that.
Then there's going to be two people wearing dresses. The groom and the bride.
Something I really think it's tacky as hell, but it happens a lot in like male attire at weddings, is wearing light suits.
Okay.
So like either bright colors or light suits. Like it needs to be really carefully picked out. Exactly. Like you can't just wear like it needs to be classy. Like a dark blue, I think, is the best for weddings.
Dark blue is the best.
I think gray, like dark gray, looks a little bit like you're going to the office tomorrow.
Don't wear dark gray. If you have no other option, okay, we get it. But we will know that you will wear that suit the next day to the office. Right.
I think it looks like you're wearing like something to the office tomorrow. And I don't know, in general, like light beige, imagine light green, bro. I've seen light green.
Man, I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen terracotta, the brownish brick color. I have seen green. I have seen black. I have seen white. I have seen Bordeaux. We've seen
pink as well.
Pink?
Pink, light pink.
Okay, I can't remember.
I think so. At your uncle's wedding?
At my uncle's wedding.
Uncle's wedding.
Okay, I can't remember. Sorry.
No problem. Anyways. So, anyways, do's. Like, wear a suit if you're short, or if you don't. It's not required for you to wear a morning suit. I think the decision to wear a morning suit is for the people that are getting married, and they decide if some of the people should wear a morning suit or not. And then please don't wear like light colored suits, and wear a suit. Like, you go to a wedding, you wear a suit. You don't wear like a beige pant and a freaking blazer, bro. You need to wear a suit, a full-on suit with shoes, with socks. I've seen people without socks. Remember my friend without socks? What the hell was he thinking? Or short socks, man. Short socks. Like summer socks on wearing a suit. You're in church and you're having like that wind on your ankle, you know? Come on. Makes no sense. That we made fun of him the whole night. That was a stretch. It was a stretch. Or no stretch because he had no socks. Right. Okay. Let's carry on. So now women.
Okay, women.
I don't know anything about women's attire. To me, like they wear like a random Zara dress, and to me that's enough for a wedding. I legit don't know. And maybe like a fancy small bag. And some golden.
I'm gonna look straight into the camera to explain the do's and don'ts, and you're gonna have to listen to me. Do's: wear a dress or pants that are not too tight, and a nice top that either grabs the top nicely and then loosens on the bottom, just the same as the pant. Don't wear nothing too tight, all right? What else? Put on some fucking makeup for once, okay? I know, it's tough. I get it. It starts early. I get it. It's gonna finish late. Put on that setting spray and put on some makeup. Yeah, you're gonna sweat, but you'll be fine. Wear some accessories, all right? And take a clutch. Don't wear your normal day-to-day bag. That's not gonna be okay. It's not fine.
Because it has to be clutch. Like
nothing is gonna fit. I know, sis. It's gonna hurt.
I had no clue.
But it is what it is. Fake it until you make it, okay? Also, super important. Think about the jacket you're gonna wear, all right? No jean jacket on top of a wedding dress, right? Don't. Super important. If you wear a red dress to my wedding, that's a red flag for me, literally. And I will call security on you. I will call security. Why? Technically, the red dress supposedly symbolizes the fact that that person does not want the wedding to go through.
Really?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
It's a bad luck thing.
It's a bad luck thing.
It's a bad luck thing.
Superstition type thing.
Yeah, don't wear a red dress to my wedding. I will call security and you will not even get in to see what I'm going to wear.
But I've seen so many people wearing red dresses at weddings, man. I thought it was like super common.
No, it's not common at all.
It's not common.
No.
Something you can't do is wear a white dress.
The girls will back me up on this. Oh, don't even get me started on the white dress.
But I've never seen that happen.
No, me neither. I've seen beige and that's completely fine. I have seen pale yellow. I have seen pale pink. I have seen crochet. I have seen a lot of stuff. Never white. If you try to come near my wedding with a white dress, oh my God, I can only pray for you. I can only pray. I will not only call security, I will have my best friends handle your ass and throw red wine on you if they have to. It's a no-go. Absolutely no-go.
I don't know. I understand the concept of not wearing a white dress because you should like leave it for like a special color for the brides, right? It makes sense to me. Okay, perfect. So we went to Spanish weddings, to Portuguese weddings, and to an Italian wedding, right? What do you think are like the major differences? We've discussed them already a little bit, but the major differences between these three weddings, and maybe tell us which one you prefer.
Okay, can I start with the attire?
And why?
Spanish attire is really hard for me to understand. I don't really get why girls dress like they dress up normally to go to weddings. As in, I look up the shops, all right? Don't come for me. I know what you dress like. I work in the market. I can see flowers and stuff. Wear something classy, wear something different. You have the opportunity, just go for it. So that's a no-go for me, no offense. And I'm not even talking about my friends because those girls are classy. Anyways, best attire, definitely the Portuguese, I would have to say, but
you're Portuguese, so you're biased,
so
right?
Whatever. Best scenery that I've been to has definitely been the Italian.
Right.
And most fun has been the combination between the Portuguese and the Spanish.
Right. Hey guys, it's Gonzalo and Ivani from the future.
If you've made it this far in the video, it would really help us a lot if you could like, comment, subscribe, just do anything that you can to keep the project going.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Back to the video.
I agree. Very well. I think maybe it's time for us to do the dynamic of today. We have a dynamic, which is we're gonna try.
How do I get on that? What's the thing called?
Do you want to write on notes?
Oh, I'm gonna write on notes. I didn't even know we could do that.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can write it with your finger.
Okay.
Or you can just write down and put it in big. I can zoom in. So basically what we're gonna do today is we're gonna write down the biggest red flag and show it to the camera that we've seen on a wedding. Right? Can you handle it? Are you being able to handle it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Damn, that was a really big millennial pause. Okay.
Okay, so...
I need a second to think.
Okay, perfect. No problem.
Do you have yours?
I have mine 100%.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
you got it?
Okay, I got it. This will spark a lot of controversy. I know who you are. And you know who I am.
So wait.
Oh, sorry.
Don't flip it.
Okay.
So, right now, on 3, we're going to reveal the biggest red flag.
That camera.
On 3, we're going to reveal the biggest red flag we've seen at the weddings we attended. On 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe not.
Can I see yours?
Yes.
I was thinking about that one.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That one is
But you
nuts.
haven't seen this.
No, but I thought about that. I thought that you were going to put that as a thing.
Okay, so tell the audience what you wrote.
I wrote one of the bridesmaids wearing red.
Bridesmaids wearing red. And I said, not kissing the bride. this was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I didn't even know this was possible. I went to a wedding that was like super religious and super Catholic, Portuguese Catholic, and I think this must be a thing, but I just watched too many movies, and at the end you kiss the bride. I don't know. I know it's a Western thing, but not kissing the bride after church, after saying your vows, it's weird, bro.
I know. I had the same thing. It also happened at a wedding that we went to.
What?
A Catholic Italian wedding.
Yeah, I didn't know if that happened at that wedding as well. But yes. I thought that this must be a thing.
To which I asked the question, and the reply was, "This isn't a fucking movie."
Right, because
I said, "Oh my god!"
Like Spanish
so
people,
rude.
Portuguese people don't really like to adopt those movie traditions. But since I was such a noob, I didn't know this was something that
me neither. This really
happen.
Shocked me, guys. They do not kiss if they're super Catholic. They don't kiss at the end.
The more Catholic you are, the less affection you show. I know this makes sense in theory, but I don't know, showing affection for the person you love, for your partner. Yeah, because
technically you need to have, I won't say a no contact relationship until then, but you are saving yourself for that moment. So in the house of God, they don't want to see any kind of touchy-feely kind of stuff.
Okay, I have a honorable mention. Do you have a honorable mention?
No.
Not really. Okay, I can
you go for yours.
My honorable mention is matching the tie, matching the tie color with the girl's dress.
This is not America.
This looks tacky as fuck, man. This looks so bad, right? This looks like you're making an effort, a weird effort. You look like a freaking Whoopa Loop.
It's not American Pie, guys. You don't need to match.
Bro, I don't know. It really doesn't work. I really
Every
don't.
Every time I think about matching dresses and ties, I think about the classic American prom where they have the background and the girl is in front and they're posing like this.
Right, exactly. Like those crazy...
And she's wearing something on her head.
Right.
And her name is Rachel.
Right. Her name is Karen.
Or that.
Most likely.
Or that.
Okay. So we have the biggest red flags, and I think something we haven't spoken before, and something I didn't know happened at weddings. Not so long ago, a month ago, a friend of mine talked to me and explained that this is something that happens at weddings, after weddings, is the post-wedding depression.
No way.
So that the post-wedding depression is something that happens and I get it. So you get that moment, that feeling that is the best feeling, the best day of your life. You gather the best people that you've had. You celebrate the moments that you've waited for so long. You organized the whole event. You spent the money. You partied. You enjoyed it. And after that,
it's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And then
totally
you feel
to be honest,
there's never gonna be a moment in your life that is gonna top that.
I get it.
I had never thought of this. And now the more I speak to someone that got married in the past year, I speak to them, I ask them if this is something that happened, and they reassure that 100% this happens. It's something that happens. You get a depression after this great event.
I totally get it. You're looking forward to something for months, even years, I could say, for some people, and then it's over because to be fair, let's be completely honest, you're planning a wedding, you're stressed, you're anxious. Sometimes you just even want it to be over and done with, but then it is, and that's it. And then you start your life.
100%.
Married.
100%. I thought I should mention this because this was something that I only found out 2 weeks, a month ago. It was really, I was really impressed. Now, the most important thing before the wedding is the proposal. Right?
Yeah. Is this going to be it? Are you going to choose our podcast?
Yeah, this is it. The first episode. I'm going to propose to my girlfriend, Ivania.
That's what I'm going to put on the
Sofia
headline.
Covinha Ivo da Silva.
You are so rude. You are so rude. You're so rude. If
Do you want to start
now,
the podcast with me? So,
the proposal.
The only tip I have for proposals and this is something I found out not so long ago, but I should have known this before.
He is so unprepared. Like, he is so unprepared.
You need to make sure, if your partner is a woman, that your nails, her nails are done and her hands are done. So that when like the pictures of the ring show up, she has pretty hands. And I had never thought of that. Like, I don't care. I'm just gonna buy a ring for the girl I like, and this is it. But right, and this you must make sure, boys, lads, friends.
Hey,
boys, yeah. Please listen to me. This is important. I know you don't care. I know you've been with her for 10 years. You don't care. She's gonna marry you anyway. That's true. But come on, make an effort.
Perdona? 10 years? She's been with you for 10 years and she's going to say yes like that? There's many questions. Why haven't you proposed before? 10 years?
Right,
yeah, wait 10 years and you'll see.
That's true.
Wait
how
10
long
years.
How long do you think people need to be together to propose?
When you know, but I would say at least... We're almost at 2, so I would say 2. No, I would say you can definitely start thinking about that at 2, especially in the situation that we're in. We already live together. We've been living together for quite a while.
Right. Keep calm.
Propose.
Keep calm. So, what about proposals?
I'm so ready for this.
Public
for this talk. Can we rank?
Versus private proposals.
Okay, meaning private is in like here in our living room type of situation?
No, it can be like in a private beach.
Private beach, okay. I would...
Or on a walk.
No walk. No walk for me. But a beach, definitely. If it's a nice setup, if there's effort...
No, but first, public versus private.
Oh, sorry. Private. Obviously, if you propose to me in public, I'm going to say no. I don't care if you're humiliated.
Bro, I saw it, man.
I know what you're going to say. I saw that video. I've seen that video.
Have you seen this video? The proposal at Sem Montadich? Bro, proposing at Sem Montaditos.
It was nuts. It was nuts.
And the girl said no. And the guy's crying and these freaking...
That's why you don't, like, no, you didn't know your girl. Is this your way of getting to know what I want?
And these gangsters are like consoling him. Bro, what? Why the hell would you propose at the Sem Montaditos? Bro, for the people who don't know what a Sem Montaditos is, it's like proposing at McDonald's, bro.
It's like a freaking Burger King. It's the Spanish Burger King,
yes,
man.
but
don't
instead
do it.
of Burger King, it's like tapas. It's instead of burgers.
Listen, also, don't propose to me at the freaking Eiffel Tower. Like, no offense. It's just not for me. Like, no
Come on.
monuments. No monuments.
One of our closest friends.
I love that for them. I don't want that for myself.
Right. Okay.
No monuments. I want to look good. I want to look hot. I want it to be at the beach. I want it to be at the beach.
At a private beach.
At a private beach.
The sea. Perfect. This video is perfect for me. I'm just going to keep it for myself and gather all the information. This is perfect. Okay. Carrying on. What places... Can you rank the places you would say no at?
Oh, okay.
List.
I'm not even going to mention the Eiffel Tower anymore, but I would put any monument there. All right? I would say restaurants.
Right.
Your Disney.
Right.
Oh, did you get sad? Don't pretend like you're freaking dying and propose to me. I know that...
Oh, I've seen those videos as well.
I know that that's a trend going on.
Pretending like they're getting kidnapped or they're dying and then they out of nowhere propose to the girl. And that's crazy. They get like a freaking shock of anxiety and out of nowhere they have to say yes because they thought they were going to lose the person.
Don't propose to me at a hotel. Don't propose to me. Don't tell me we're gonna go on some romantic freaking getaway. I walk into the room and there's petals all over the bed, with balloons saying, "Will you marry me?"
Bro, you're being a little bit too picky. That looks good.
Maybe we need to talk some things over after this.
I wanted to share, like, my parents, they didn't do like, okay, they did like a private, but a very private, like, proposal. Like, they just were in bed, they were talking, and they decided, yeah, I like you, I love you, and you love me back, let's get married.
That's
and I
so
thought,
cute.
when I was young, I thought this was lame because I wanted a proposal like I see in the movies. And now, as I grow up, I feel like this is the cutest thing.
Because it's really genuine. It's really genuine. It's
right?
really in the moment. I really love that. You could
Why
do that.
Why can't proposals be like, you're just so in love that you talk to each other and say,
to be fair, I would say yes. I'm a big talker, but at the end of the day, if you were just like, Ivy, will you marry me? I would say no. I'm joking. But yeah, I think that's so cute. I think that's really cute.
Yeah, I thought I really wanted to share that. So, do you think weddings have affected, like, the way we see our relationship in any way?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really, no. I don't know. I don't really think that going to these many weddings has put a lot of pressure on the relationship. We've talked about this a couple of times. I don't know. Do I still want to marry you? Yes, but I've been wanting that for a long time. It's not like I want it more now, but I think I want the feeling to share the day with our friends and our loved ones type of situation. But I don't want it for tomorrow.
Right.
Not at all.
But I feel like I feel more pressured now.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, because
why?
Like my friends are proposing and I'm like, oh, I have a girlfriend, I love her. So
yeah, you should.
There's pressure, there's more pressure now.
Yeah, you should look up to your friends. Smart people.
Smart people, right?
When you know, you know.
You know. When you know, you know.
You know. Don't let that one get away. Anyways.
So, should we wrap this to the last part of this podcast?
Okay.
Yeah. So the last part of this podcast is a segment called Good Evening, Bad News. Yay. And Good Evening, Bad News of today is Ivania trying to explain to me what is happening with Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez and Bieber. And Justin Bieber.
Okay, well, first of all...
There's some drama that I have no clue. I've heard this for a long time and I was surging again. And I don't know why. And you should just pitch it to me.
Okay, well, first of all, let's just keep it clear for the audience. There is no Justin Bieber and Selena. There is nothing going on. This has been something that has been trending on TikTok for the past couple of days. It resurfaced about this homemade documentary that this guy did about how it's literally called How Hailey Road. What was her other name? Well, I can't remember. Anyways, how Hailey before Bieber, Baldwin. Thank you.
Hailey Baldwin.
Hailey Road Baldwin.
Road or Rhodes?
Road.
Hailey Road Baldwin.
Exactly.
Yeah, not like Lana Rhodes.
Freaking.
Who's that? Oh my god.
Anyways, how she stalked herself or stalked her way into her wedding.
Okay, no, go back. Pitch it again.
This is my life. Anyways, this is about a documentary that a guy made.
Right.
How Hailey Bieber stalked herself into the wedding that she now has. She is married to Justin Bieber.
Right.
Okay, that's point number one.
What is stalking your way into a wedding?
That's what I'm about to explain.
Right.
I'm not going to go very deep into it because it was a 40-minute documentary, but I'm going to explain some facts. Which, Hailey, if you ever look at this and if this is true, you need help. You're a freak. You need help because there's too many coincidences for my liking. Anyways, Justin Bieber.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, Justin Bieber, we love him. Right, sorry. He got really famous. Okay. Hailey Baldwin was the daughter of the Baldwin guy, whatever. her uncle was Alec Baldwin, the one that was involved in the scandal, in the Hollywood scandal. I'm not sure if you remember the one that...
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, family of actors, so on and so forth. They had a lot of connections. And as soon as Justin Bieber got famous, she told her dad that she wanted to meet Justin Bieber. Of course, he made it happen. So there was a meet and greet at one of the concerts. And she comes through and she meets Justin Bieber. And after there, it was just... a snowball. Obsession. It was just a snowball of situations where Hailey Bieber is seen at every or many concerts at meet and greets from behind. You can see a snapped picture of Justin Bieber and her, like, just there watching him.
But what's the point? What's wrong with that?
He starts dating Selena Gomez.
Right.
Okay. To which Hailey's a bit younger than them, right? Like 2 or 3 years younger. And she was obviously a fan of Selena Gomez because she would keep up with Disney Channel and whatever. And she tweeted a lot about Selena Gomez.
Right.
Okay. So like, oh my God, Selena's so pretty. Like, oh my God. And then they started dating and she was like, oh, Team Jelena. Like, oh yeah, whatever.
Selena.
Yeah. And then, meanwhile, all of this was going on. And then the weird things started happening, as in...
Now the weird things started happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hailey was being seen more and more at these concerts, meet and greets. She was also starting to get seen at Selena's premiere parties and premiere movies and... just being there. So now she wasn't just stalking Justin Bieber, she was also stalking Selena Gomez. She would be at the doors of hotels waiting for Justin Bieber to come down.
Oh my days.
To then say that she had no idea who he was when they started dating. And there is clips of this on Ellen of Hailey saying, I had no idea who Justin Bieber was.
No, that's the problem.
When we started dating.
But that's the actual problem. So the whole thing that doesn't really matter. The only thing is, she's obsessed.
I had to tell you the start of the story for it to make sense.
No, I understand. But the thing is, she's obsessed. She was always obsessed with him. And the thing is, she's pretending to her...
Who?
To Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah.
That she... really didn't care who he was and he didn't really know him because he was being brought up.
There's pictures of her holding a magazine with him on it. Like, it's nuts. And then when Selena started dating, again, going back to when they started dating, Hailey Bieber got into the group with Selena Gomez, so they became friends because she obviously started becoming like a model and she started being known and so on and so forth. And she started hanging out with the Jenners and she started hanging out with Selena Gomez, which they were all friends, by the way, at some point in life. And she started dyeing her hair brunette. She started tattooing things that Selena had tattooed, like the G on her neck.
Are these tattoos still matching today?
Yeah.
But were they, like, when they did the tattoos, they weren't friends, right? They weren't friends. It was just like she was obsessed with
Selena Gomez,
the girlfriend of her future husband.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah. And then she became friends with her. And man, what about girl code? How can you date someone who has dated your friend? Not only date, but okay, like marry, I kind of get, but like it's a bit too weird. It's a bit too weird.
Right,
it's a bit too weird.
Like that was not the weird thing here. The weird thing is like the obsession, the denying,
You're right. At some point, I saw an interview of Justin Bieber on Ellen as well. Funny how all these things happen on Ellen. When he says, "Yeah, this could have only been a setup wedding. Like this could only have been an arranged marriage, for sure. Planted." Literally done by her father. Like it could have always been that. But anyways, there's so much more. I've seen all of this. It's a 7-part documentary on TikTok. She's a freak. She stalked herself. TikTok? Yeah, she stalked herself into the wedding. And and nothing, and she's completely nuts. She has all the tattoos that Selena Gomez has. Selena Gomez got given a ring by Justin Bieber with a little sparkle on it, and she has the same exact sparkle tattooed on the same finger.
What the fuck?
That's
man.
it, guys. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's it. But like, if you're team nothing, I don't even know what team I'm on. This is too crazy.
But you love her. Do you love Hailey Bieber?
I love Hailey Bieber. I love her. I love her
style,
fashion. I love her style. But she's a freaking freak.
Yeah,
she's
definitely.
a freak. If you do that to someone, like, if you can lie as bluntly as that. Mm-hmm. There's interviews as well where she copies word for word
what is he
what
thinking
Selena
throughout
says.
this? You know, like what
I think
is
he's trapped.
He's trapped now. He's fucked.
I think he thinks he's trapped.
But he was also raped by Diddy, right? So it's.
I don't know. I don't know. We have to wait and see. But all of this was happening whilst
abused.
he was
And that's not even like a joke. Like he was abused.
Allegedly.
Like almost for sure.
Allegedly.
Most likely.
Allegedly. On the internet, we have to say allegedly.
Right.
But yeah, all of these things were happening whilst he was going to the Diddy parties, and yeah.
Okay,
well, guys,
this is great. I think it's about to end. I think I wanted to make like a joke to end this podcast.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's see how funny and how lucky I am.
It's like in the
be
theme.
In this relationship.
It's in the theme. Okay, so basically, the joke is, little Johnny was in school with his teacher, and his teacher poses a question. There's 4 birds on a tree. A man shoots one of the birds. How many birds are left? And little Johnny says, none, because they all flew with a gunshot. To which the teacher says, oh, that's wrong, but I like the way you think. So little Johnny says, can I ask you a question, teacher? And teacher says, sure. And little Johnny says, there's 3 women having an ice cream. One of them is licking the ice cream. The other one is biting the ice cream. And the last one is sucking the ice cream. Which one is married? Ivani, which one is married?
I would have to say the sucking.
That's wrong. The one with the wedding ring. But I like the way you think.
Wow, guys, I'm so lucky. I'm so happy you have witnessed this pure moment of happiness and luck. Well, I think it's time.
It's time. This is it. Thank you guys for listening. No, you say it.
You say it.
You say it.
You say it.
You know, I told you to say it. It's you.
Don't forget, guys, don't cry over spilled milk.
Yes.
See you in the next episode.